What's going on, family? So today's conversation is a super interesting one. I'm talking to my sister Jessica, and she's talking about her trials and triumphs. Growing up in a different country, coming to America at around age 11, and we're just diving into life here, life there, how things affected us, and then the spiritual implications of said things. So watch the video. Hope y'all enjoy. Welcome to my first interview. I'm here with my friend today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, hello. My name is Jessica.
All right, Jessica. Would you like to, or could you explain a little bit about where you're from and your upbringing?
I am from Nigeria, West Africa. I was brought up in a town called Ibadan. And I didn't move here till like I was 11, 12 ish. Um, what do you want to know about how I was brought up?
Like, could you just,
Society, morals, what are we talking about?
yeah, could you tell us about the society, how the society may have affected you, how it has made you the person that you are right now?
Society wise, I would say it's just a lot of things that are not normalized back here. I mean, back home are normalized back here. So it would be, for instance, respect goes a long way for us back home. So I can't freely talk to, if we were back home, hypothetically speaking, and you were also like back home with me, I wouldn't be able to talk to you freely and as comfortable as I am talking to you right now because you're older than me. And back home, that's deemed to be like you have to like talk to them with some type of respect. Like you can't just talk to them anyway. That's one of the things that I kind of learned when I got here. It's a very, very big thing because here people are just comfortable and like just talk to anyone they want to talk to anyway. Back home, regardless of who you are, where you're from, age does matter. The number does matter. So I can talk to you anyhow I want to if I was back home. But here I can.
So, could I ask, what was the state of like people's spiritual and religious life back there?
Mm. Back home, we're very religious. I just think every Nigerian person I've ever met, there's nothing. You're always religious. There's always church. There's always mosques. There's we're also very known for our differences. Like Muslim, we have Christians. It's just I don't know. Back home, you're going to church every Sunday. There's no I guess okay, I guess what I would say that I've kind of realized is that even though yes, everybody back home believes in some type of God. But the thing I've kind of low key realized is not everybody follows the way of God. We know of God. We know of God. We know of what He does, da da da. But I don't know how to explain it, but like, I feel like sometimes I kind of realize sometimes a little bit that not everybody follows the way of God. But I will tell you, if you go back to Nigeria, you know that Nigeria is one of the God fearing, they're so God fearing back home, regardless Muslim or Christian. It is a God fearing center. I feel like. I think. I hope so.
So, like in comparison to America, it seems like their relationship with God is like way higher.
Yes.
Why do you think? Because I've also heard that about other cultures that are in Africa, like Egyptian. I had an Egyptian friend who spoke to the same sentiment that they take it the word of God way more seriously than we do in America.
Hmm.
Um, why do you think that is? Why do you think they take it the word so much more seriously than we do in America? And how do you think that we can spread the word to such a degree to get people here to start to take it more seriously?
I think one of the problem is the fact that a lot of things are just that are not supposed to be normalized are just normalized here. There are a lot of silly stuff that are not supposed to be happening. Like A big problem that I've been like, that is kind of sensitive, that is always a big thing, is just the gays and the LGBTQ. Back home, that is not normal. And it goes in a it's very touchy subject. But you go back home, and there's no such thing as that because that's not normalized. I might get canceled for this one.
Do you think that those type of relationships, same-sex relationships, still happen over there, just way more secretly? Do you think those same-sex relationships still happen secretly over there, or do you think they just exist to a much less degree?
They might be, it might be secretly, but that's the whole point though. You wouldn't want people to know about it because you're scared of what the society can tell. And now this can be a little bit bad because you're scared of what the society can think about it. But then again, that's how you know that that's not something you should be doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not normalized because you're not supposed to be doing it. But back here you could do it because it's normalized. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I agree. We totally live in like a much more free, because technically America is labeled as home of the free, and I
Hmm.
think a lot of quote unquote freedoms, a lot of what comes with being free comes with the freedom to do evil and the freedom to do bad, as well as the freedom to do good. And considering that our natural state is sin, our natural fleshly state is sin, a lot of us inherently walk towards the evil, and we fall into the evil. And we're at school right now surrounded by people who just don't care about any sort of reverence of God, or any, or have any type of spiritual life.
Don't even want to be in school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's much easier to be infected by bad when you don't care about the good. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So let me ask, what would you say was your biggest challenge? What would you say was your biggest challenge moving from Nigeria to America, and how have you overcome it?
Mm, go deeper. What do you mean challenged or what? Like how? Like
Okay, so as I could probably imagine, it might have been like a culture shock moving from Nigeria to here.
okay,
Completely different culture,
yeah.
different language, different types of people. I imagine you probably moved here and then everyone doesn't look like you,
Mhm.
or
Oh,
and
okay,
things
that
are
one.
just completely different than how they were. What was the one thing that was the most difficult for you to get over, but you still got over it?
Racism,
Racism.
racism,
Could you explain?
racism. I did not know that people did not like black people here. I didn't know people did not like black people. I didn't know what the N word was till I got here. I didn't know what the curse words, like all that type of stuff. I didn't know what all that was till I got here. Like curse words for us back home is like if someone says stop cursing, it's like saying you're stupid or are you crazy, are you mad. Those were curse words because you're asking them like are you insane, right? And I got here and then like oh this words all this f da 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 are curse words. A thing that I really did not sit with me for the longest time was racism. Like it hit me really hard. I think during the George Floyd, I think that was it. That
Mm-hmm.
was when it really hit me hard that I could die because I am black. And it made you question like, so what am I doing here? If they don't want us there, like what am I doing here, right?
Right.
But obviously, we're gonna get over it at some point. But that was like the biggest shock for me. Racism was the biggest thing because it didn't hit me till like maybe like seventh, eighth grade ish. I was like, yo, this is not real. I could actually die because I'm black and they don't like us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is totally insane. America
right.
do better. All right, I have one last question.
Okay.
What is the most important advice that you would give to a 9, 10, 11-year-old girl moving from a different country to America? The most important piece of advice that you would give them.
Use your resources. Don't be scared to go out and ask for help. Don't let fear overtake you, because if there's something I kind of realized is fear. I was always a timid child. I was always shy and I didn't ask questions and I didn't want to talk to nobody. But as I'm getting older, I wish I could have just gone back and be like, okay, just go ask questions, get involved, because the faster you get involved, the faster you ask questions, the better you know. Mind you, you're just moving from a whole different place. Everything is different. If you don't ask questions from the get go, you're never gonna know. You're just gonna keep assuming and assuming and assuming. I say ask questions. I talk to the right people. Talk to people that have been here. Don't talk to people that are scared. They let fear take them, because that is true. The moment we get here, we're all scared. Like, yo, this is new. Da, da, da. They don't do this here. They don't. No, you need to find people that have been here long enough so you can ask them how can you be better, so you could start better. Because then, if you don't start, if you don't lay a good foundation, you're just gonna keep growing, and then you're gonna start regretting stuff that you should have done when you just got here, but you didn't do it. Now you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be regretting. So ask questions, do what is right for you, but also do not let this. There's something that I always say when you guys just get here. It's like, don't let money and don't let working kill you. Because if we come back, if you're not from here, there's something I realized. People work a lot. You have to work to get money. You have to. There's something they always say, like, this is a nobody's land. You have to, regardless of where you're from, if you're rich, poor, whatever, you have. If you're coming to America, you have to start from from scratch all over. So one thing I would say, ask questions, use your resources, start now, and don't wait till later. That's what I would say. That's what I wish I did. But yeah.
Very wise. This was not bad, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.